Hi, my name is Gina Hines, and the organization that I partnered with is Best Brains in Fort Mill, South Carolina. In another class, I'm researching the concept of neurodiversity in elementary age children. These children can be described as having autism, dyslexia, or even ADHD, which results in challenges with how the brain works to complete assignments and interact with others socially. Since I'm focusing on students with neurodiverse brains in that class, I thought it would be fitting to partnership with Best Brains in this class to see what else I could learn and how children at my school could benefit from their program. Here's all the information I have for the Best Brains in Fort Mill. You can see their address, the email address, website, and their hours of operations. You can even see where they're located in Fort Mill on the map. My whole interview was conducted with Neeraj Banchal. The mission of Best Brains is presented here. So at Best Brains, we provide support for all students to be their best inside and outside of the classroom. Their focus is math, English, coding, and abacus. It's interesting. I had a student ask this year if they could use an abacus on their end of year SC Ready test. And I'm assuming it's probably because she attends Best Brains. But so when speaking to the director, I asked him like what type of services they provide, and it just falls into the three categories of either tutoring, helping kids get caught up if they're absent from school for any periods of time, long periods of time, or if they're just struggling in general. And then the most prevalent part is having children work to get ahead in math and ELA. It's mostly with math and possibly reading, but I think they do very little work with writing, but I'm sure they do some. So they work with a large range of students ages pre-K up to the eighth grade. So when I spoke to the director, he really didn't have too much to say about collaborating with other schools or businesses. I think mostly because they just don't do it very often. But he said that they do sponsor schools in like fun run, probably except any type of fundraising events. They also said that Best Brains usually hires a lot from the schools, local schools, and it would mostly be a part-time position. They have very flexible hours, so it would just be after school hours that teachers could work. But they are very interested in hiring teachers from Fort Mill schools. He even offered me a position while I was there. They also, what they can do for students in the library is, just increasing student scores and success rates. So those are some of the things that the Best Brains can do for the school library or for the school in general. So the school library can definitely do a lot more for Best Brains that I think than Best Brains can do for the library. One of the main things is One of the main things is lending library books or even book studies books. So if they want to have a small group or whatever, we can lend them multiple copies of the same chapter books so that the kids can participate in book studies. We could also share curriculum that we are currently using to aid students in getting where they need to be if they're trying to get caught up. Then we can also offer some of the curriculum that we use to help these kids get ahead as well. So we can also invite these companies or Best Brains to come out to community night programs and help share information, get local, drum up some business for Best Brains, and which at the end would also help refer students and advertise for them. So if we have a student that's struggling in class, we could, suggest to parents that they check out Best Brains for additional assistance. As I stated before, the director had said that they really have not collaborated with other companies or schools very much. But when I was asking him about specific examples of how they could collaborate, he was very interested. So I think he is open to having Best Brains kind of step into the schools and try and help out the community. And as his opportunity to be able to step out and partner with me, I figured I could pay him back by, or the program back by having him come to a community night. We have community night coming up in April, and he will probably set up a booth, a table, hand out flyers, and have someone sitting at the table to answer any kind of questions about what Best Brains has to offer. Well, I was kind of disappointed after talking to him about him not really offering too many services that deal with neurodiverse students. He did say that he does deal with, or they teach children that do have these neurological differences, but they don't specialize in any kind of coaching services. But it was a great opportunity to go in and talk and see what that company is all about and all of the ways we could partnership together. So thank you for watching.